What's good, YouTube? It's your big homie D-Rock. Hey, thank y'all for tuning to my channel. Back at it once again. Dropping another video for y'all. Hey, if you're new to my channel, yo, big ups to you. Thank you for tuning to my channel. There's a few things I'd like for you to do. First, I want you to click that like button, like the video. After you like the video, go ahead and subscribe while you're at it. Subscribe to the channel, baby. Show me some love and support. I want to grow the channel, so I need your help. You need to subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, all right? If you want me to continue to provide this good content, subscribe. After you done subscribe, don't forget to click that notification bell and make sure that your notifications are on so that you'll be notified of any new videos that I drop in on YouTube so you won't be missing out. Alright, y'all. Got a good topic. Alright. It's gonna be different from the norm. You know what I normally talk about. I normally talk about the toxic mentality of modern women, especially modern black women. But this topic, I'm not gonna touch on that. Today's topic, I'm gonna be talking about the dysfunction of the household in the black community, and also gonna be touching on the mindset of the black community, especially like black families. You know what I'm saying? How messed up the mindset is. I'm gonna be touching on a little bit. Gonna be transparent and everything. So yeah, it's gonna go ahead, get right into it, y'all. Alright, the dysfunction of the black household. All right, a lot of y'all pretty much already know what I mean by that. Um, So you already know, like pretty much most majority of the black households are broken. Lot of youth are being brought up in single parent households. It's like it is so common in the black community. It's sad and it's ridiculous. And so usually the mother are responsible, are left raising the kids. I mean, and the mother, and usually, it's typical that the mother have multiple kids by different men. It is a common thing in the black community. So of course, the mother being responsible or left to be or are held responsible to take care of these kids. And then a lot of these mothers are not really responsible or not really fit to be mothers. They get assistance by the government, and a lot of them are finessing the government. You know what I'm saying? And then you got some that, okay, they get some assistance from the government, but they're also getting child support from these guys, the guys that they had the kids by. And same time, like these men, these guys, they just feel good. They think they doing something, they doing some justice by the fact that they pay child support every month. And they thinking that they be responsible and they hand their responsibilities as men. And they not trying to spend no time with the child, or enough that the child don't really know them, and they don't even know the child, or kids or whatever. But y'all pretty much get my point. And it is common in the black community, and it's sad. And my thing is like, yo, like this shit gotta stop. And see, and the reason why this situation the way it is, because hey, these individuals, like their parents, you know, did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? When these parents today, when they were kids, like their parents, did them same way. Their father, wasn't around. The mother, raised them, and as a youth growing up, yeah, they experienced struggle or they experienced poverty. Life was rough, it was hectic, So like the fact that, you going through that shit, you know what I'm saying? Yes, that affects you mentally. You know what I'm saying? Then the mother over there trash talking the father, So now as you a child, now you develop all this animosity towards your father. You hearing, you know, the toxic shit that your mother's saying to you about your father, but you only hear her side of the story. There's two sides of the story. And in a lot of cases, the mother pretty much probably ran off the father. She's not telling the truth. She's just telling you her side of the story. She's not wanting to cooperate with the man, with your pops. Your pops trying to do the right thing, trying to work things out. And she pretty much like probably frustrate the man and have him run off. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, So I mean, that's part of the problem. And but then you got these men that they they want to run away from the responsibility. You know what I'm saying? So you got that a problem too because their father wasn't around when they were young, and so they didn't really have a positive male figure when in their life when they were young. So they don't have a clue how to be a man. You know what I'm saying? They still not fully mature themselves, but they over here having kids with multiple women and not handling their responsibility as a man. You know, and and it's sad. And it's sad, it's messed up. And see, my thing is, and then another problem is in the black community, like, see, the fact, we want to grow up too fast. We want to do adult shit, make adult decisions. All right, we want to make these adult decisions, but yet we not ready to deal with the consequences of those adult decisions. This is this is what you're seeing today. This is what's going on, and this is the problem that's going on to this day. Everybody want to be grown, and oh, you get the age of 18, oh, you can't tell me what to do. I'm legally grown, and yeah, that's true. But a lot of us, when we get that age, we want to make these adult decisions. We don't have our priorities in order. Shit, you barely even working, or you got a little job, but it's like it's not. That just something to start off. But just because you make a little money, it's like you think you're doing something big, doing something major. You think you could, everything. Nobody can't tell you nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then you over here make this adult decision. Now you dealing with the consequences. You know what I'm saying? Now you want to cower it out. Now shit hitting you. Now you realize it, but it's like it's too late. You made the choice, made the decision. Now it's time to man up. It's time to woman up, and y'all need to come together and do what's best for the child. But see, like when these consequences come into play, right? Because you made this adult decision. Now, when the consequences come into play, see, now a lot of y'all want to be selfish minded. Now you have a child come to this world. Now you looking at, oh, I'm still young. I ain't trying to, be an old man and be dealing with this. But I still want to go out and do my thing, go travel. Because you seen the rest of your peers who make better choices in life, right? Didn't try to grow up too fast. They're over there, they're young. They be responsible, making good choices and responsible choices in life. Getting the education, learn the skill, learn the trade, um, doing well with their skill, you know, um, being a master of their craft, and they being successful. They experience a life. They taking their time before they, decide to settle down. And you see, and they living a good life, and they living the life that you desire of living. All right, so then you thinking, all right, you should be doing the same thing, but you want to neglect your responsibilities, you know, being a parent to your child. And it's like, no, see, then a lot of us, our priorities ain't right. And see, you won't be selfish minded, and you're not aware of what you're doing that, you over here affecting this child. You know, you affecting the child mentally. And like, yeah, that just gotta stop. Cause my thing is, hey, I mean, we gotta be. I mean, I encourage my people. Hey, you gotta be more responsible, especially when it comes to sex. Like, I understand, your hormones, and you get that urge, but hey, in that moment, like, you gotta be wise. You know what I'm saying? You trying to have sex with somebody and everything. Hey, use protection. You know what I'm saying? Use protection. If you're not ready to be a parent, by all means, make wise decisions, make wise choices. You know what I'm saying? You know that you're not in a financial position to take care of a family and everything. Hey, make better choices and make better decisions. All right, or pick a partner. That you know for a fact that he or she are in a good financial position. That both y'all in a good financial position, just in case you know, you get pregnant or you have a child. You know what I'm saying? That hey, okay, when that happens, hey, y'all in a position to take care of the responsibility. And then not only that, when you having sex, you gotta make sure you having sex with somebody who care for you enough to hey, when that situation do happen, you end up having a kid that you ain't planning on having, but hey, you know for a fact that the person gonna be there and be by your side and help you raise this kid and go about it the right way instead of being a coward and running off and make excuses. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta make better decisions with who you pick as a partner and who you mating with. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's a common thing that that's going on now. People not thinking they getting with people for the wrong reasons, right? And they ignoring all the red flags that of the fact that hey, this person is showing them that hey, he not a responsible person. But you decided to, especially these females, you decided to have sex with this dude anyway just because he done flash some cash in your face and, he get money however he get it, you know what I'm saying? And you just, turn on by that, so you gonna allow this dude have sex with you out with no protection, and and both of you are aware of the consequences behind that having unprotected sex and you having it multiple times, eventually, you know, you're gonna make a mistake, and you know, now you have a little surprise. You having a baby coming to this world, and like I said before, then you tell this dude the news that hey, all right, you're pregnant, and he's gonna be a father, and this dude gonna cower it out. Now you're upset because you were thinking that he gonna do right by you, and a lot of y'all probably and then a lot and females and a lot of y'all probably getting with these dudes that had kids by other women, and for a fact that he's not really being father to the other kids because he give me some lame ass excuse, and you still decide to have unprotected sex with this dude, knowing all of that, and he think he gonna all of a sudden change his ways if he gets you pregnant, and then nah, that's not it's not happening. Then you know once you become pregnant, you tell him the news, or of your situation, your condition. He gonna do what he do best. He gonna dodge his responsibility. He gonna make excuses. And now you over here upset, disappointed. Now you gotta be responsible for this child that you and this dude have made. Now you want to be toxic, and now you brainwashing this child, having him to hate his father. Now that's not do you no justice, because now that's gonna give that dude another reason, another excuse to not be around, to not do none of the responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? And who that hurt? That hurts the child. That hurts the child, and that affects his mind. His mentality, his or her mentality, and the child's not being taught. You ain't teaching the child how to make better decisions and do better in life. Like, so then the mother, you bitter, you upset. Now you just focus on yourself. You want to be selfish. Now you want to hit the father up with child support. And the reason why you going at the child support, come on, y'all already know. The reason why a lot of these women pushing the child support so hard, because they want to benefit from it, and and that's not the primary purpose of the child support. The primary purpose of the child support is for the child. And so a lot of y'all want to raise hell and stick to your baby father and these guys that got you pregnant. You want to go to the judge and increase the child support money, and because you feel that is not enough. And so that's this causing static between you and him, and the child's being hurt. It's affecting the child the most. And that right there, it got that way, that mentality. This got to stop. And the point I'm trying to make, the stuff with like 50 Cent, the issue that's going on between him and his son. And like my opinion, I'm not trying to be part of the echo chamber, cause I know everybody's tripping about Marquise or whatever his son's name, tripping about his son, and everybody saying that his son is being entitled, and because he requested more money for the child support. My thing is, I'm just looking at it from a different perspective, and I also looked into more to that. Cause I think his son clarified that when he meant about about the 6,700 is not enough. He ain't talking about like currently now, because I think he's 25, 26 years old. But he was just saying like, when he was young, adolescent, during that time, it wasn't enough. So that's what he was saying. People just get stuff misconstrued. But to me, I think kid tripping like 6,700 in New York City is pretty damn good amount of money. So I don't know, but he just talking about when he was adolescent, he was young, but he's not referring to right now. But everybody taking shit out of context. But my thing is, this like looking at the situation. First off, it's a sad situation. It's a sad situation. Cause I know I had read something that 50 at one time he was a part of his son's life, when he was younger, but I guess he had issues with the mother, and they went their separate ways, and then I think 50 gave her 500,000, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. I ain't trying to be in their business, but I just so I'm just saying, like, okay, say that was true. Okay, 50 gave her 500,000. I mean, that's a large amount of money. But then the mother's upset because she want more money. Basically, okay, the 50 baby mom, like, she just bitter because you know he's not no longer with her, so he's doing good, he working, and he's prospering. So it's this. She just feel that the fact that he's prospering the way he is, she feeling that her lifestyle should be as equal as him. I mean, just typical female mentality, right? So of course, by the fact that she's not getting what she want. So yeah, she's bringing on, she's being toxic and brainwashing her son and or their son, and having their son develop all this anger and animosity towards his father. So that's why Marquise went, did what he did, being disrespectful and all that. But my thing is, like with 50, hey man, like, yeah, I understand, his son, you didn't like how the way your son came approach you, you know, you wish your son, I know he wish his son would have went about it a different way. But the thing is, the point is, man, you just gotta go past the bullshit, and just realize, like, hey, your son, my opinion, like, his son needs him. His son is asking, to see him and come, for them to just talk, had his father and son talk, because, like, every black man, especially in America, like, hey, we need our fathers, man. We need our fathers. A black woman cannot, like, teach a black man how to be a man here in America, yo. She can't. It's impossible. She just can't. So my thing is, yeah, this young man just want his father around, man. So I just hope 50, this this, like, what I'm saying, look past the bullshit and just realize that, hey, his son's actions, how the way he went about this shit, okay, yeah, you consider it disrespectful, but it's not really him. That's his mom. His mom brainwashed him and put that shit in, instilled that shit in him to do this shit. So you just gotta look past that, be more of a man, to just look past that and just reach out, talk to your son, and just have a father-son discussion, man. Like, and this be part of his life, man. I mean, 'cause yeah, he wasn't, it's been a while since, he's been apart from your son. So hey, you just need to be there, teach your son how to be a man, and teach him how to provide for himself, and be self-sufficient, and just hear him out. Figure out what's his goals, what he desire, what he want to do in life. Hey, if you could help him out or aid him to like, for him to obtain whatever it is that he desire, or whatever it is he want to do in life, show that support. He needs your support. And that's the thing, the black young men today, they need their fathers. So, hey, this message to all the fathers out there, yo. If you got kids out here, that you haven't seen in a while, and you distance yourself from them for whatever reason, yo, you just gotta keep in mind that, hey, the kids need you. Yeah, they may resent you. They don't want anything to do with you, but all that is just emotion. And you gotta, like, also realize that shit's coming from the mother. The mother toxic. She petty because she mad because she can't have you, because he might have a legitimate reason to go your separate ways or not to deal with her. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's you and her. You know what I'm saying? But don't like neglect your child. You know what I'm saying? Your kids need you, so you still need to be a father and be there for your kids. Be around. Show them that love and that support. And you got the young sons out there, show them how to be a man. You got daughters, hey, show them how a man should be, how the man should love you and treat you, so that hey, when they grow up and become adults, they don't continue that cycle. Like, y'all gotta break this cycle, man. Stop continuing the cycle. Quit being selfish and just thinking about yourself. Okay, yeah, you made this decision to, this adult decision. Now you gotta deal with adult consequences. Okay, yeah, I understand. You had these kids, you became a father, became a parent at a young age, and you haven't, fully experienced life. But hey, whose fault is that? It's your fault. You made the adult decision, and both of y'all, the two of y'all, are well aware of what the consequences gonna be. So y'all didn't care about the consequences. Y'all still, continue with adult decision, doing these adult activities and not being sexually responsible, using protection, not pulling out, and all that. So you went ahead, did what you do. Now you got a responsibility. So you man or woman to create this child. You should be man and woman enough to raise this child. Raise this child. If y'all can't, do it, together in one household, what I'm saying, but still, y'all can co-parent, do what's best for the child, quit being self-centered, thinking about yourself, and just worrying about, oh, I need to live my life, this, that, and the third, and you pass the responsibility on to other people who didn't have anything to do with, having, they had nothing to do with of having having these kids here in the first place. So quit passing your responsibilities on to other people. You need to stand up, be responsible, and bring up your kids, show them that love, and show them how to become better men and women in this world and make better choices and decisions so that they could grow up and be prosperous and so they could break the cycle. That's the mentality we need to have. That's what we need to have, yo. What am I about to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, God, fellas, hey, quit picking these wrong women. Having sex with these wrong women. They selfish and they not a good candidate of being a mother of your child anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is both men and women make better choices all the way around. Choosing a good partner, being sexually responsible. Hey, if you don't have if you're not financially stable, or you don't have, a good career that's paying you good money to where, hey, just in case something happen, get pregnant, that, everything good, like, just don't do it. If you got that urge, you want to have sex, use protection. You know what I'm saying? It's just common sense. Use common sense to avoid, making your life more hectic than it is. It's just that simple, y'all. It is us as humans, we just got bad habits and we don't think of the consequences. We just do whatever without paying no thought, without using no common sense. And then now you created you put yourself in a difficult situation. You put yourself in a difficult situation, and then you have, and that's why we had that's why the community, the black community, is in the condition that it is now. You know, you got these kids not getting no love from the parents, and then they find love elsewhere out in the street, and that's how a lot of kids get involved with gangs, because these kids are looking for guidance and love, and that's how these gangs recruit these kids. They're looking for lost kids, kids who lost, they grow up in these broken homes, and they're not getting the attention and the guidance and the love that they need, that they seeking for. So they go and seek that elsewhere, and then that's how they get so tied up into these gangs and doing all these criminal activities, and then that's how they end up getting into the system. You know what I'm saying? It just goes from bad to worse, and that's why the black community is in the condition it's in. I'm just advise y'all to, start making better decisions. Even if you made a poor decision and you in this situation, still you could make it right. Like I said, fathers, come home, be there for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Help raise these kids. They need you. Ladies, I understand you're upset with the father. Okay, you mad because he don't want to be with you and everything. Because you gotta take accountability. You wasn't trying to work with him, so he ain't trying to put up with the bullshit. So the two of y'all need to co-parent and do what's best for the kids. That's it. It's not about you. It's not about you. Quit being self-centered and being selfish. You got young ones, so I understand when you was growing up, nobody didn't show you how to be a mother and father and responsible. All right, so you know how they feel when your father and parents wasn't there showing you the care and the attention that you need. You know how that made you feel, right? It wasn't a good feeling, right? So now you a parent, so break that cycle. You don't want your kids to grow up, with all these messed up emotions, and they all messed up mentally, and you know what I'm saying, and they got all this animosity and hate and anger because the parents, y'all neglecting them. You don't want that. You know how that felt when you was a child growing up, so you don't want the same for your child. So show that child the love, give them the attention, the support that they need. Show them all that love and attention and support that you would like to have when you were young, and you wish that your parents or somebody gave you when you was an adolescent growing up. So you need to do the responsible thing to show all that to your child, or give them all that love and attention and support, and watch them become prosperous. Teach them things that what I'm saying, that people didn't taught you when you was young, but you learn, through your mistakes, and as an adult growing up. Teach that to your children at a young age so that they can avoid from making the same mistake that y'all did, so they could be better. And when you do that, God will bless you. Watch how successful them kids will become. And they're going to never forget that. And they're going to appreciate that shit. They're going to be successful. And guess what? And they're going to be successful and doing very well in their lives. And they're not going to forget about you. And they're going to be in a good position to help take care of you. That's how it should be. Quit having this selfish mentality and this thinking about yourself. It's sad, in the black community. This is what's going on in the black community. You want to neglect your responsibility, and you just want to be selfish and just thinking about you and living your best life, and not worry about, and you just forget about your child. You forget about your kids. You forget about your duties and responsibility. The kids. Your kids. Your child that you brought into this world, that you helped brought into, bring into this world. You know what I'm saying? I can't see how people sleep at night, especially like you became successful, and you had a child out here that's just emotionally all out of control, and all upset. He or she upset at you because you chose to live your best life, and you just forget about them. But you thinking you doing something because you only paying child support, you doing your job. It's more to it than child support, fellas. It's more to it. The kids need you physically there. They need that bond. You know what I'm saying? They need that guidance. The men being in a household, that is so important, especially in the black community. It is so much needed in the black community. Men, we are the strength. We are the anchor. You know what I'm saying? Men, we gotta do our part, baby. I mean, I hate to say it, but I mean, it is true. We gotta do our part. I mean, I don't even have kids. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want, when I start having kids, I don't want my kids to grow up like how I did. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my father wasn't in the household. He was a part of my life. I mean, he did what he can. But I want my kids I want to be around. I want to be in the same household. That's why I'm selective for what woman I be with. I know I'm getting a lot of pressure from my family. Hey, when you gonna get married? When you start having kids? Yo, I want to make sure I got the right woman. I'm being fucking selective. I ain't just gonna be fucking any type of woman and get any woman pregnant and knowing that she ain't the right one. Not having that. Not having that. I don't want my kids to grow up in a broken household like I did. Because that's going to affect them. I know how, I know how that felt. I grew up in a broken household. Yeah, that affected me. I don't want my kids to grow up that way. I want them to have a better life than I have. You know what I'm saying? That's the mindset of a king. Real men, they want better for their offsprings. They want to set them up in good positions so when they become adults, that they got no excuse of not becoming successful. That should be the goal. That should be the big picture. That should be the mindset. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, baby. You know what I'm saying? If y'all agree with me, hey, feel free to leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. If you disagree, voice your opinion. Leave it in the comments below. If you're new to my channel, like the video, baby. Like the video. After you like the video, subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. And then last but not least, click on that notification bell and make sure your notifications are on so that you'll be notified of any new videos that I drop on YouTube, so you won't be missing out. I know this video got a little long. I know I went into it. I just got passionate about this shit. You know what I'm saying? We need to break the cycle, baby. We got to. You know what I'm saying? I just encourage all my brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you made a mistake, made a wrong decision. Still, what matters most is what you gonna do. What you gonna do after you realize, okay, you made the wrong choice, made the wrong decision. Hey, own up to it. You and this lady, y'all need to talk, get along, and do what's best for the child or your kids, and have them to break, or you all break the cycle. We want the generation of the black community to be better, to evolve and be better. Can't be keep on, you know what I'm saying? Keep on continuing this cycle and this foolishness. It's gotta stop. And it can stop with you. It's bigger than you. Quit being selfish and self-centered. You brought a child in this world. It's not about you no more. It's about the children. All right, y'all. I gotta go. If you want to follow me on Instagram, all my Instagram information is in the description box below. And yeah, share the video. You know, I want to grow this channel, so share the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Hey, I appreciate all your love and support. One love.